Hi, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm going to talk about budgets today. I was going to do this outside the apartment, but I got some bloody generator or something in the diving school next door. I think it's a compressor. They've had it going the last couple of days, so it's a very annoying background noise. So, rather than a coffee and a chat, it's going to be a walk and talk. So, budget. Can you survive here on $1,000 a month? Yeah, you can. I could end the video there. There you can. Absolutely. Absolutely. It amazes me that you get so many channels on here saying that you can't. You can. You could do it easily. Whether you would want to do it or not is a different matter. I mean, me personally, my budget's more than that. But I'm, how you doing? All right. But I'm supremely confident that I could, if I wanted to, I could. You know what I mean? It's like it's one of those things. It really depends on your lifestyle. I mean, most of my expenses here is coming from socialising. You know, I'm going out a lot. I like to have a drink, that kind of thing. If you're someone who doesn't drink alcohol, you know, you don't, necessarily want to go out more than a couple of times a week, then you'll have no problem at all surviving on $1,000 a month. And it's not even surviving. It's you'd have a very comfortable lifestyle. You know, it's like I've seen a few people on it. There's a guy I saw who did an interview on Vagabond. Wait, that's what that channel's called, and he's living in City Hall. And he said he was living on about I think $700 a month. And I thought at the time, that don't quite seem right. But I can see it now. I can see it now. It depends, of course, where you're living. It's going to be a lot harder in Manila than it would be in Dumaguete. You know, so obviously they are factors. Could you live on $1,000 a month in Manila? I don't know. I've not been to Manila. I mean, I'm sure you could. I mean, because there'll be a lot of people who are. I mean, it's a lot of Filipinos here are living on like $300 a month. You know what I mean? So it's doable, but you're not going to want to live like that. But certainly $1,000, you could have a reasonable lifestyle. I'm supremely confident of that. You could definitely do it in Dumaguete. In fact, I did do it the first month. I wasn't intending to. That wasn't, what I set out to do. But in my first cost of living video, and we worked out, I spent about $1,000 that month. Now here, I've not done it in Secure. I've not done the cost of living yet. I'll work it out. But I know it's going to be more expensive than Dumaguete. Not that much more. I'll probably find out, I don't know. I'd have thought I may be on $1,500 a month here. But I've got, a couple more weeks to go. So at the end of it, I will work it out. But you could do it here. You could easily do it here. You can get some decent looking accommodation in Dumaguete in places like that for 10,000 pesos a month. My apartment in Dumaguete is works out about £250 a month, and that includes the electric, the aircon, the Wi-Fi and all that. But if you did it separately and that, you could get it down on there. And as I say, I mean, I'm a single guy. Whether it would cost more if you're in a couple, I'm not so sure, because I'm eating out. I mean, the reason it's more expensive here for me in Secure than it was in Dumaguete is because there's not so many eating options. I'm eating out in restaurants, virtually every night. Western style restaurants. Not many eateries here, not much street food in San Juan. So my food costs are higher here than they were in Dumaguete, quite considerably higher. So, the thing is, if you were here with a Filipino, you had a wife or something, you probably wouldn't be eating out so much. You'd be probably living at home and cooking. So I do wonder if it really is more expensive for a couple, because if you've got a Filipino partner and they know they know the prices for stuff, negotiations, they're not going to get charged of foreign prices. I'm not so sure it would be any more expensive than I'm doing now, because I am paying over the odds for a lot of stuff. It's just the way it is. But I don't know where, to be honest with you, in San Juan, I haven't been here for a while. I've got no idea where the Filipinos get their food from, because there's a place down there which is selling fish by the side of the road, and there's one eatery I know of, but there aren't that many options. I mean, a lot of Filipinos you talk to, they say, well, they cook at home, they don't go out so much. Well, it's okay cooking at home, but where do you get your food from? Where do you get the meat and the fish and that? But obviously there must be somewhere. The other thing that's a bit more expensive to get in Sibily, normally I'm talking a load of nonsense now, can't get my words out. The other thing which has surprised me, secure, in terms of expense and things, is the shops and things. They don't have any big shops here. So you're constantly going to little convenience stores and sari shops. It's more expensive, again, because in Dumaguete, they had like, the hypermarket supermarkets. You go to the Robinson's Mall and you can get everything, and you can buy, like, I like to drink Diet Coke, Coke Zero, whatever you want to call it. I don't like the regular Coke. In Dumaguete, it was no problem. You could get like a 2 litre bottle of it. Can't get that here, don't have that at all. Closest they've got is, these little cans, like 220 millilitres, I think they are. 2 of those cost more than a 2 litre bottle. So I mean, that's just island life. So it would be easier to live on $1,000 in Dumaguete, but it would definitely be doable there. Because these are just little things, you know what I mean? It's like, if you don't drink Coke Zero, you won't have that problem. Funny thing is though, I still like it here. I am starting to wonder if it's a place for me though, because it's like, I haven't been to a cinema for maybe, I don't know, 7 years. It's a long time, maybe a bit less than that. And as I've said in previous videos, I'm not one for malls and things like that. Never understood what the point of them is until you come to a place like this and there aren't any. And then suddenly you start to miss it. And this last week I've been thinking, I wouldn't mind going to the cinema. Now I know that's only because there isn't one. I mean, it's it's a bit strange. It is strange that. I'm definitely going to come back here in December. I'm definitely going to stay a bit longer term. But I don't know. I'm not sure this island's big enough for me. I mean, you've got to ask yourself, when you've been to the same bar and the same restaurant 100 times, and you've done everything on the island. I was just talking about fish, I know fish, there you go. Got a nice big tuna there, don't know if you saw that. When I get my camera, proper camera, I get back to Dumaguete, I'm going to get a proper camera. Like a GoPro or an Insta or something. Because this, I turn it round, it's got no back screen, so I can't see what I'm showing you and what I'm not. But the quality of the films will improve, fellas, it will improve. So, what am I saying in summary? I'm saying, yeah, you can live on $1,000 a month and you can have a good lifestyle if you live in a certain way, as long as you're, a bit flexible in terms of, eating Filipino food from time to time, and you're not going to want to go out all the time. It is easily doable. I would suggest that people, if you're a single guy like me, I would suggest that you come to City, I would budget for around up to the $1,500 mark. Yeah, I mean that's what I think I'll work out. And for that, I don't know how you would live on more than that here. In the sense that unless you're going to rent like a huge house with a swimming pool and all that kind of stuff, and that's going to bump your things up. And, I don't know, maybe you've got a car with I don't know, but in terms of actually just socialising and all that kind of stuff, I don't know how realistically you would be able to spend more than that. I couldn't, because I'm not joking, I'm going out most nights. Hello, how you doing? Hi, hello. Kids are so friendly here. So yeah, I couldn't spend more, you know what I mean? It's like I'm eating in good restaurants every night, I'm going out, I'm buying a lot of drinks for a lot of people, a lot more than I should do. And I'm not going to hit the $1,500 mark. It's not in me to be able to do it, because if I, the only way I could do that is if I went out every night. That would kill me. I'm struggling with hangovers and things as it is. So yeah, I mean, you can live here well for $1,500 a month, no problem at all. Yeah, no problem at all. if you had 2,000. And I mean, that's strange how some people can't do that, because I've seen it myself. And when I was talking to Mark Thornton, Every Man Has a Story, he said, you know, he lives on about $1,500 a month and he lives very comfortably. He said you can live comfortably on $1,000. It just depends on what your priorities are. But if you want to live on $3,000, $4,000 a month, then do that. You know what I mean? It's the point is I just don't know what you'd spend that money on. I've seen some places, some people saying it's ridiculous. I've seen people in comments on sites that, you know, you need 2,500, 3,000. I mean, I just don't understand how that works. Unless you're in a relationship where you are supporting families and, you know, that kind of stuff. You've got kids, or your partner's got kids, and I guess, yeah, that kind of thing, yeah, that's gonna bump it up. That's probably how things get out. I mean, I don't know. We've got these cows here. I'm just walking past the old funeral, but we've got this cow. Look at this cow here, eh? I've got a selfie with a cow. It's not bothered about anyone, is it? They're not going to bang me or anything like that. Right. Doesn't look very happy, cow, that. It's got the old, I don't know if you'll get it now in the background, not really, but the old sunset's coming down. That looks nice. So yeah, I mean, it's a good place. You'll live a good quality of life here for $1,000 a month. No doubt about that at all. No doubt about that whatsoever. And I think, to be honest with you, when I come back here in December, I'll probably be living on that kind of budget, I would have thought. Just because, I mean, I'll have some additional expenses, because I'll either buy a bike or a car or rent a car or something like that. But I'm not going to be going out as much as I am now. At the moment, I say it's kind of, I'm still in holiday mode, really. You know, you sit there and, you know, you go out, and the trouble is I've got a lot of Filipino friends now. I tend to hang around with them. They're all a lot younger than me, so like they still like to, you know, go out party till 2, 3 in the morning, and I end up tagging along with them, and it's not good for my health. It's not good for my health. So I will have to knock that on the head, reduce that dramatically. So I mean, if I was saying to myself, look, I'll eat out when I come back to the apartment, I'll eat out 3 nights a week, maybe go out on a Friday or Saturday night and have a good night out, that'll do me. That'll do me. Can't carry on doing what I'm doing at the moment. But it's difficult when you're like in this kind of situation, because I don't know when to get stuff to cook and all that kind of thing. And I've only got like Stella's, which I like it, Stella's, don't get me wrong, but it's got a room. So I am going out every night. I don't have the facilities. If I have an apartment, I've got a kitchen and you know, a living room, and that, I'll start staying in a lot more. And you know, I don't intend on staying single for that much longer. My intention when I came here was to travel around. As I said before, I was going to have a month on each island, and at the end of that period I would decide which island I like the best to stay there. And I thought, well, if I'm doing that, what's the point of you know, having a girlfriend, unless she's going to come and travel around with her. So although I've been on lots of dates and I've talked to lots of people, that I've kind of, you know, I've deliberately not done further. And actually think, if you, I know what's going to happen. You meet someone, you get together or whatever, and you're going to end up staying in the island there, and you aren't going to see the other one. But now I know I'm staying in Sikyor. When I come back in December, that's probably the stage where I'll start taking you know, a bit more seriously in terms of my search for love. But be interesting to see how much that increases the budget, doesn't it, really? Well, just do a little spin around now. We are basically in what's coming close to the town centre in Sikyor. I mean, that's San Juan. I keep saying Sikyor, San Juan. There are 6 towns in Sikyor, the island. I'm in San Juan. But this bit here is really as close as you get to a We've got a little bit of market stuff over there. I wonder if they don't sell food. You know, they don't sell fish and meat and stuff like that, which is why I'm saying I don't understand where these all these Filipinos saying they're eating and cooking at home, where they're getting their food from, because it's like you've got a couple of little convenience stores here where they don't really sell much. You've got lots of sari-saris and you've got a few bakers. I mean, you've got bakers. Yeah, I'll just do another swing around. But really, this is the main drag. You know, it's about as big as it gets. I've just got across the road here. There's a shop called Quicksilver over here. I might have to have a look in here one day. Not quite sure what it sells, but it looks like it's one of the biggest now. I could have just answered my own question. I think that's where the Filipinos get their food from. It looked like they had a bit of gear going on there. Isn't that sod's law? I'm talking about that sun, I don't know, and then suddenly it's become all apparent. Now the sun's shining in here. And this meeting is here, yeah. Well, even so, there's not a lot of choice for the Filipinos, but there we are. But this is really the main drag. Once you, we're going to go up about another 100 metres, and that's the end. That really is it. That's what you've got in terms of shops. There's a garage on the left here where I get a lot of my snacks and bits and bobs. And the reason I've walked up this far is there's the Premium Bakery, which is across the way here, which is where I get my so there, that's where I get my oh, I'm filming. No, they've got some people who want to be on it now. I'm filming it. But that's where I go to bakery, and this is also where I go to the garage to get most of my stuff. But there's a few more, once you get past this part, it's really just a few bars and the tourist police, and then you just go down another stretch of road. I'll just carry on walking up a little bit more because the weather's nice, the sunset's coming down. Show you a bit more of San Juan, downtown San Juan. You've got the old Municipal Hall there. That's what I mean, it's like there's not, once you get past where we've just gone, there's a few buildings, but none of them are really shops. There's a pawnbroker's down here. Just across the way there, you've got a little, I don't know what it is really, it's like a little park. Looks like an amusement thing, but I'm sure it's totally free. You've got like a, I don't know if it's a swimming pool or what it is, but I have seen a couple of people swimming in there. There's a couple of swimming there over there now. But I think it's just a free park of some sort. I don't know, it's a strange thing. When I first got here I thought it was like, you know, crazy golf or something you pay to get in, but there's people in there occasionally, some people swimming. Whether that's hygienic or not, I do not know. And we've got the old tourist police there. Police are very friendly. It's a strange thing. They're always stopping people. You know, Filipinos have got these roadblocks, and I don't know what they do with them, but they're obviously enforcing some rules or trying to enforce something. But for me as a Westerner, don't bother me at all. Every time I go past and they're like, hello sir, good evening sir, are you enjoying your day? So they're really nice. I mean, they are nice to tourists. But yeah. And that is really it. If you carry on down there a bit further, it's just bars, 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 and a couple of bars that I go to, and that's why I'm not walking down there, because if I walk down there, they're going to say, oh Simon, come in, and I'm going to end up having a drink, and I'm not drinking tonight under any circumstances. I went for a walk last night. I mentioned the other video, I went out meeting someone at a place called the South Mountain Resort. It was 2 kilometres, so I thought I'll do that, walk that, no problem. Right up a bloody mountain, I tell you, no light at all, there was no street lighting. It was 10 minutes into that walk, I'm dripping sweat. I thought I'm going to turn up, she's going to arrive, and I'm just going to be soaked through the skin, but thankfully a Filipino guy took mercy on me. He stopped off and said, you don't want to get on the back. They're so nice here, so nice. And he didn't want money for it. I mean, I gave him money and I insisted because he'd help me out, but the point is he didn't want it, you know, he refused it at first and he wasn't expecting it. And it was a strange last night because I was so desperate to get there because I was supposed to be meeting someone at 7 o'clock and I had not bargained for the time, so I realised quite quickly that I was going to be late. So I'm kind of like speed marching, I'm going up this hill. And as you're going through it, you've got these like little houses, and it's like the mountain people here are even friendlier than the people down in San Juan. It's strange, you've got like 3 or 4 houses together and everyone is out on the road socialising all south side, and as soon as I come like bowling along, they all want to stop and chat with you. So they're like, hey, how are you doing, where you going, where you come from? And I'm like, you know, speed marching up the hills. I'm trying to be polite but desperate to get where I'm getting for 7 o'clock. And I did get there for 7 o'clock in the end. I wouldn't have done if that guy hadn't picked me up. Well, this is it then. I'm going to nip across the road there to the Premium Bakery. I'm going to get my little baked goods for the morning, and I'm going to head into the Petron shop there and get a few hot noodles and crisps, just general snacks for the room. I'll survive on those until the evening. I'll go out and have a nice meal. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I've got 14 subscribers now. I've hit the big time. Oh, I'll be so happy if I've got 15 more. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye bye. Be lucky.